Okay, and we're back yet again. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but the reason why I'm doing this in small increments is because I want to do HD video for YouTube, and my Nikon only does 5 minutes of HD video at a time, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Alright, the one thing that's always helped me as far as, plugging things in and knowing where things go, think of it this way. This might help you. It might make you more confused, but hopefully it'll help you. Think of things you want to... everything has an in and an out. So if you want a particular sound to come out of something, well, you need to go in first. So just like we have the whole chain of events that's happening. You have the microphone going into the mixer, out of the mixer, into something else, coming back to the mixer, out of that, yada 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 yada, and eventually you want to go from point A to point B. Point A is the guitar, the instrument, the vocal, whatever it is. You want to send it in and send it out of the speakers, which is point B, A to B. So if you think of it that way, that might help you. All right, so now I'm kind of in a dilemma here as far as, because this is all I have for right now. I'm planning on, after I get a few more bigger shows where I make a little bit more money, I'm eventually going to replace this with, I've been looking at a PreSonus the Studio Live, which is incredible. It's about $2 grand, but it takes all of what I have here, all of what I have in the closet there, which you'll eventually get to see, and it puts it all into one little console, handy dandy kind of thing for you. So the dilemma I'm in now is, if I'm going to mic an entire drum set, which hopefully I'll be able to show you guys pretty soon, you're going to use a minimum of a bare minimum of 4 microphones. So okay, so say I have my 4 microphones there. All right, well, now you have a vocalist, maybe the guitarist and the bassist also need to sing. You have a keyboard player, whatever it is. If you're doing that's just for a regular band. Now what if you have horns and so on? Well, I've just used up my entire mixer here. So that's why I have this mixer over here. This is the Alesis Multi-Mix 8, and this is also USB, which can get put into the computer and then record on the software. It also has a little iPod dock, which you can play through the iPod into the main mix. You can also record. So whatever signals are coming through here are also going through here. And I actually have the amp. This is everything coming out of here is going into the amp, and then out of these speakers here. So I'm thinking about just leaving this one for the main vocals and drums. And well, see, my bass amp, which you'll also see, the Ampeg here, that has a direct out, so I have that going also into this mixer here. So so I'm not sure what to do before I get the new mixer, but this is what I have to work with now. This will give me 4 channels, so if worse comes to worse and there's a huge band that they have a lot of instruments, a lot of people, I might just end up using this one for the drum set. I'm not sure, so you guys let me know what you think. Maybe you guys have done this before. I don't know. So I'm going to stop here, and we'll see what else we can talk about right later. Okay, so this is pretty much as far as I can get zoomed in on my rack in there, and that's basically a DoD 866. It's a compressor, gate, limiter, that kind of thing in there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's there's a red light that goes off every time I start talking. That's a gate. Basically, what that does is that it stops unwanted sound from going into the microphone. You know, like people walking around on stage, that kind of thing. You know, rumble from the microphone or whatever. And so what that does, it's like a gate that opens and closes. It opens to let my voice through, and then it closes as soon as I stop talking, so that if there's any other noise going on, it won't be picked up. I also have it as a limiter, so that if I drop this mic on the ground, the sound is going to be so loud, it's definitely going to be annoying. You know, it could scare somebody. Could, depending on how loud your speakers are, you could blow a speaker from doing that. So there's a limit on there. So the louder the sound gets, it takes it, and it's the equivalent of someone standing there and turning the volume down before it got too loud. So that's what that is. The right below it is the Lexicon dual channel processor, and that's got delays, chorus, flange, all kinds of stuff. It's mostly for like for a guitar. Plug a guitar in there, a bass, that kind of thing. It's got a lot of funky stuff on there, but I use it just for an overall kind of sound for front of house mix, because depending on what kind of room you're in, it might sound kind of flat, and you kind of want it to have make a small bar sound like a club, make a club sound like a big concert hall, make a concert hall sound like a stadium, that kind of thing. So that's my rack inside the closet there, and I'm going to stop here, and we'll go from there.